Fashion. Fine feathers make fine birds. Hearing this saying, you might think that fashion is the most important factor when socializing to determine status and give a first impression. What is your favourite fashion style? Dear listeners, welcome to our new topic. Get dressed into anything comfortable and enjoy the episode.
Sloboda je kľúčom k nezávislosti. No, čo sloboda znamená pre teba? Štvorka te nebude obmedzovať. Sloboda pre mladých nie je len paušál. Sú to otvorené dvere do nového slobodného života. Tak daj záväzky bokom a prejdi do štvorky. Voľné minúty, SMS-ky a mobilné dáta dostaneš už za 4 eurá mesačne, a to bez viazanosti. Všetko vyriešiš pohodlne na webe slobodapremladých.sk alebo v mobilnej appke Moja štvorka. Stačí, aby si mal potvrdenie o štúdiu. Tak na čo ešte čakáš?
Fashion has been here forever. Leaves from trees, leather from animals, and other natural materials created the fashion of the prehistoric period. The goal of clothes at that time wasn't to show off a dress on the catwalk. Its function was simply practical. This attitude changed when people could see the beauty in styling and creativity in the use of different materials. Each era has a popular style of clothing, and sometimes we can observe the comebacks of particular elements from a certain era. Fashion is a way of expressing ourselves, our personalities, our way of life, and often our socio-economic status. Everyone has a different attitude. Some don't care about colours, brands and styles, whereas others have to wake up earlier in the morning to choose clothes according to weather, mood and style. Men and women spend different amounts of time in front of the mirror. However, nowadays it is not clear who spends more time. In the past, men were known for their carelessness and negligence in fashion, dressing up in whatever they saw in their wardrobes, and taking only one look in the mirror. Women were natural admirers of fashion, new trends, and obsessed with looking good. These days, we can observe a change, and the priority of appearance is now equal on both sides. Both genders now look for comfortable and stylish clothes that draw others' attention and create a wow effect. Following fashion trends is quite difficult because of its constant changes. Fans of historical fashion remake the styles of different periods, from robes to the dresses of maids and the independent flappers of the earlier 20th century. Influencers on Instagram present historical stylings and recreate them with modern accessories and items. Fashion in history was stricter than nowadays. Women were supposed to wear a long dress and behave appropriately. That included riding a horse. They couldn't sit on a horse like men to avoid an awkward situation. Ankles had to be covered by long cloth because religious society would see women otherwise as prostitutes. Every noble lady had to wear a hat to prove her status and dignity. Trousers were taboo, worn only by men who were supposed to wear a suit and shirt, or at least decent trousers. What is the advantage of men's fashion? The same suit can be worn on different occasions, whereas women are expected to wear different dresses. The history of clothes for women started to change thanks to the French designer Coco Chanel, who removed the corset and got women to wear trousers. It was no longer taboo, and she became an iconic worldwide fashion designer. Her designs of Chanel suits are still highly sought after, as well as other products carrying her name. She expanded her business with handbags, perfumes, and cosmetics. The Roaring Twenties in America are known for the Gatsby style, when women wore fancy dresses with feathers and curly hair in buns for special occasions. Ordinary life contained comfortable skirts and sailor blouses. After the Second World War, clothes became more practical, and fashion changed rapidly with many styles. Comfort, colours, shapes and extravagance trying to catch the public's eye have become part of daily life, as well as the catwalks. When does a sense of fashion style start to develop? The teenage years are the most characteristic period for experiments in fashion and searching for an individual style. However, we come across the concept of fashion from our childhood. Parents buy us clothes and try to dress us up fashionably. They also pick the colours according to the conventions of our society. Girls are supposed to wear bright colours like pink or yellow, and boys should prefer blue or green. These stereotypes have been known for a long time, and they are still traditions in today's society. Parents often don't care about their children's opinion and dress them like princesses and traditional boys, even though children want to wear different colours or different clothes. How can you keep up with new fashion trends? Yes, reading magazines and watching fashion shows can keep you up in the centre of fashion, and you can observe what changes the next season will bring. Fashion offers different styles for the summer or winter seasons, and you're sure to always find a new stylish outfit in your favourite shops. Different occasions require different clothes. Whether you go to a wedding, celebration, or just a job interview, investing in proper clothes is almost always worth it. What is a must in your wardrobe? Black. Anything black. A dress, trousers, suit or skirt are necessities for formal meetings or occasions where you need a neutral colour. You will never ruin anything by wearing black. Of course, black can be combined with plain white to create an unbeatable style. There are still some events where you have to follow a dress code and dress according to the rules, even though they are not as strict as in the past. Fashion is not only about clothes, it also includes accessories like handbags, scarves, jewellery, gloves, brooches, rings, bracelets, necklaces or earrings, which make the outfits extraordinary and special. People usually pick their accessories according to the colour and the overall impression of the look. The simple, minimalistic style is still popular and considered to be the most beautiful, showing the real contours. Everyone has a different taste in fashion, which is reflected in their preferences for smart clothes such as skirts, dresses, shirts and ties, or else a boho style, typically containing hippie elements. The way we dress is influenced not only by our style, but also by the religion and the customs of the country where we live. Traditional clothes are supposed to be worn by Orthodox believers. Fashion can be toxic and judgmental towards people and their styles. Children can be judged and bullied by their classmates and peers who think that fashion determines socio-economic status and intelligence. It is modern to wear designer clothes like Nike, Adidas, and even more prestigious labels. If children don't own these clothes, they easily become the target of jokes. We can't forget to mention that the weather and the climate also determine the clothes we wear, as well as the clothing materials. If it is cold, we usually choose cotton and knitwear. Meanwhile, summer nights are typical for silk and linen materials, providing a fresh feeling. What is an expensive material known for its extraordinary softness? If you said cashmere, you're right. This textile's history goes back to the 16th century and is produced by goats. The goats are not directly killed for cashmere production. However, many of them experience stress and fear, and some even die. No matter how comfortable the material might be, some people have allergies that manifest themselves as eczema or a rash in reaction to the fabric. The only solution is to avoid such fabrics and wear only suitable ones. What is your attitude to fashion? Are you a fan? If you are interested in fashion, just listen to us a little longer. When it comes to exploitation and the environment, fashion is a very problematic industry. Fast fashion production typically wastes hectolitres of water. The fabrics are of lower quality and the price is a little lower, but the salary of workers is very low. Many countries employ kids as work labour for low wages, and they are forced to work in bad conditions. Branded clothes are frequently produced by them, and this is the reason why we should think hard when buying clothes and supporting exploitation. The materials of fast fashion clothes are deliberately unsustainable, requiring fast replacements. The main goal of fast fashion is business and financial expansion. Most of the clothes are made only for 1 or 2 seasons, and they may never ever be worn by their wearer. This is how people harm the planet unnecessarily. If you can afford to buy quality materials like linen, cotton or hemp, they are sustainable, recyclable and less harmful to the earth. Second-hand clothing is also a way of giving relatively new and wearable clothes a new owner, and this is also a way of saving the planet. Dear listeners, fashion is very nice. However, be aware of the environment and buy clothes reasonably. Create your own style, feel comfortable, and follow us in the new episodes of our podcasts. Thank you very much for listening, and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or write a comment on YouTube. Goodbye until the next time.